This is the What the What podcast. I am DaveQ, and this is Kayla.
Hello.
This is our second episode. So, quick rant before I get going here. I made a joke last week. We had a viewer. This individual, Kayla, was our viewer. And I made a joke about, what was the joke?
About being married to an autistic person.
Yeah. Which about bad eye contact. And she was like, oh, eye contact, I'm, too much, not good, right? And I was like, maybe you're married to an autistic person.
I'm married to him.
And I'm autistic. So I posted the joke, and people thought it was funny on TikTok, which is great. I posted the same joke on YouTube, and I had, 3 thumbs down and 1 thumb up, and with not very many views. And then all of a sudden I got shadow banned where none of my videos were seen.
It was impressive.
So apparently somebody on YouTube didn't think it was that funny. I thought it was funny, but I guess you can't joke around about yourself being autistic on YouTube.
Maybe you can.
It's okay on TikTok
here.
Though.
Can you do that here? Hopefully.
I mean, I haven't been reported yet, but I don't know.
That's good.
Maybe I'll make a bald joke and get reported for that too. I don't know. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna rant a little bit to start with, which I'm off to a great start.
Yeah, you started off strong.
Starting off strong.
Point.
Starting off strong. On a side note, just to continue ranting here, I posted this great rant on anime.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, I don't know, maybe 1 out of every 7 people were like thumbs up on TikTok. They love it. I was like, that's awesome. I try to put it on YouTube. They're like, we're going to show it to nobody. I was like, come on now. People are liking it. So I don't know. Maybe me ranting was too much for YouTube. I think YouTube is sensitive.
It seems like it.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly how to describe the audience there, but sensitive. Very sensitive.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that our audience here isn't quite that sensitive.
Hopefully you find the perfect sensitive content for YouTube. I don't know what it is.
I don't really care about YouTube that much anymore, but
maybe you need deeper emotional connection. Maybe that's what they're looking for.
On a random note, though, I had 2 videos that did about the same on YouTube as well as on TikTok. And TikTok was like, we're only going to show it to 200 people, even though 40 people like it. And I was like, man, that's a lot of people. And then YouTube was like, oh, we're going to show it to 1,500 people.
That's a lot of people.
And they're still showing it to more people. And it only has 20 likes or 22 likes.
So rude.
So I don't know. I think TikTok's like, you have no followers, we're gonna shoot you down. It's about to get a lot more exciting right now. Remember what my rant was.
Circle back.
I can't not rant about this. Here's the rant.
Okay.
If you are one of those people that talks on their phone while using a public restroom, you need to stop. You need to stop. If you have a friend that needs to hear this, please share this with them.
Intervention is needed.
That's it.
I don't, does that count as a rant? I don't know if that counts as a rant.
Maybe it's just a public service announcement.
I think that is a solid public service announcement.
Somebody out there needed to hear that.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Here's what I used to do. I used to think to myself, hey, if I go over the top as far as making noise while someone's on the phone in the restroom,
no.
Maybe they'll stop. That was the thought.
No?
So I've tried it numerous times, and it was very entertaining to me.
What'd they do?
They continued talking.
Just like...
Yeah, they're just like...
You were back there like... Ugh.
They're literally on speakerphone talking to someone, and I'm
speakerphone?
And I'm like, yeah. And...
No.
Yeah, and I was just at the urinal, so I mean, maybe I was passing a kidney stone. So it was.
Were you getting looks from anybody else standing around you?
Yeah,
this guy's got something going on.
I might as well keep going here. I feel like I have some stories I could tell.
Sure, right.
And I do have some stories.
Apparently,
I can tell.
I'm just here for the ride today.
When I was younger, we'll just say that 20 years ago.
Four score
maybe
and
22 years ago. I was living in Sydney, Australia. I lived with some kind of crazy people.
Excellent.
Some people that like to do pranks. So me and my friend were in Sydney at I don't know the exact name. It's been over 20 years. I want to say it's called Georgetown Theaters, but I'm not sure. It's their main theater in downtown Sydney. So we go there and there's 20 something theater screens or something like that.
A big theater.
Huge.
I mean, I guess Sydney, that makes sense.
They do movie premieres there.
Oh, dang.
Red carpet. Nice place.
They're like, check it out.
So we like to make people feel awkward when I was younger. Not quite as much anymore, at least to a lesser extent. We head into the bathroom. The urinal is 2 sections that are like 20 feet long.
Oh, like a big trough?
It's a trough group urinal.
And then you just like,
yes.
I mean, obviously urinals, you
just
generally
you
pee
just
line
walk
that,
up
like,
and just stand there and start peeing.
Pee in a trough.
Yeah.
With all your bros.
So me and my friend are like, hey, let's make some people feel awkward. So what we did, I don't want you to come up with too crazy ideas here.
I don't know where this is going.
It's probably not as funny as what I think it was. So we walked up to the urinal, the trough urinal, and we just dropped our pants all the way to the floor.
Just
20-year-olds.
at the ankles.
Yes.
Just whoop.
Dropped them all the way down.
Hold on. Pants and underpants.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing there, bare.
You and your buddy.
Used the bathroom, stayed there for a little bit longer than we should have, just to make sure it was awkward for people.
I bet people have stories about that.
We have
how have I never heard this?
I don't know. I have lots of stories. But we had
just carrying that one around with you.
We had a couple other friends that came in while we were doing that, and they were dying laughing. Yeah, and we had at least one older person that came in and made a comment to us, which I mean, 22 years ago, it's half my lifetime ago. I can't remember what they said, but
I'm sure it was a winner.
I remember it was funny.
Okay, what would you do now if you walked in and there were 2 20-year-olds with their pants around their ankles? Keep it appropriate.
If it was me, honestly, I have a tendency to make things more awkward. If I walked in and saw the scene of what I was doing, I would probably make a comment like, hey, nice ass. Just being honest.
Oh, gosh.
Just to make them, like they're trying to make me feel awkward. And I'm like, oh, you want me to feel awkward? I'm going to make you feel awkward. We're going to just go from one level to
level it up.
Yeah. Hey, not that I try to do those things anymore.
But if you had the opportunity.
If I had the opportunity.
I guess we know where that would go.
Yeah, that's where it would go. When I go somewhere, I'm just like, oh, we're here. We're going to devolve more. And then it just kind of heads in, I don't want to say a negative direction.
It heads in a direction, that's for sure.
Heads in a even more awkward. It's like, oh, can we make this slightly more awkward? Yes, we can.
Were trough urinals like common in other places or just there? I don't have much experience with the
They used to be a lot more common. They're not very often anymore. Yeah.
It's interesting. When I was a kid, we had like communal sinks.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was pretty common.
We're gonna jump to would you rather.
Communal urinal. Okay.
Since you got me going, friend of mine, this is real estate. He posted a picture of a couple's toilet.
Like side by side?
I want to say they faced each other.
Oh, like.
Yes.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Snuggle and, well, yeah.
Something.
Do something.
Well, hopefully you're using the bathroom. Either way, we're going to move on.
Probably for the best. It's probably for the best to just move on from that.
Hopefully they remodeled that one and changed it, but
something.
Yeah. Maybe that's where they went when they had arguments. They're like, we need to solve our arguments. So we're going to go use our communal toilet. And we're going to sit there until we resolve our problems. I feel like both of you would want to resolve your problems faster.
Get over it a little faster. Be like, All right.
I don't know what I said, but I apologize.
I'm so sorry. I gotta go. Out of here.
All right.
Okay.
Would you rather be the donkey and pin the tail on the donkey or the piñata at a first grade birthday party?
Oh, first grade birthday party. Absolutely. Have you seen a first grader hit a piñata? I mean, here's the thing. Here's the only thing that I can say about that is many of the parties where there have been piñatas, the kids have a round of smacking and then the adults are the ones that actually do the breaking. So maybe pin the tail on the donkey would be better. But if it was only first graders, maybe first graders.
So
they don't hit things very hard.
I get the be the donkey and pin the tail on the donkey. My question is, if I'm the piñata, where's the candy coming from? Candy's got to come out somewhere. That's the whole point.
Your insides.
My insides are going to beat me till candy comes out of my insides.
I mean, I guess so.
Can you imagine some first graders that just keep hitting me until...
Well, sometimes they give up.
I feel like I would die.
What if you just had candy in your hands?
What if I had it in my mouth?
What if it was just what if you just held it in your hands and they were like, just hold the candy until you can't handle the beating anymore?
Till you can't handle the beating. Hold on to that candy.
When the first graders' beatings get too intense, I don't know.
I don't know if they thought through this one enough or where the candy would be at.
I definitely don't want a bunch of pins stuck in my butt, though.
No, that sounds very unpleasant.
It doesn't.
Well, but if I got beat until things started coming out of my insides, that sounds worse.
That does sound worse.
I can't answer that.
I don't know that I've come to a consensus.
I don't know. If I'm going to get beat till things are coming out of my body, let's just put a pin in me.
Hold on. How many people are playing this?
Put a pin in it. It's a picture.
I was hoping it said how many children were playing these games. I guess we'll go with pin the tail on the donkey. Not that I want that to be my choice. I was thinking it was easy until we discussed where the candy comes from. That doesn't sound great. I don't know what's happening in these pictures.
We're going to go ahead and hold that there for a moment.
I don't know what that is. I'm a little afraid.
Would you rather travel everywhere by piggyback ride or by riding a very large pig?
I feel like I would prefer piggyback ride. Have you seen people try and catch pigs? I've tried catching a large pig before, and that in and of itself was not a great time.
Let's say it's a tame pig, because in order to ride a horse, you have to tame it. So let's say somehow you tamed a pig, and it was a very large pig.
It would be funny to ride the pig everywhere.
So let's say everywhere once you got out of your vehicle. So let's say if you're traveling everywhere by piggyback ride, you'd have to. So let's say you got to the mall. We'll just give for instance. Would you rather travel everywhere around a mall by piggyback ride or by riding a very large pig?
If you're riding piggyback, on someone's back, piggyback ride, people aren't going to think too much of it. Yeah. In most situations, they'll be like, look at those weird people, piggyback ride. But if you're riding a pig, you may get kicked out. However, it would be very entertaining to ride a pig everywhere.
I feel like we need to give the pig a name. It's Clarence is the first name that came to me.
All right, we'll go with it.
We have Clarence the pig, who's been tamed, who is going to be ridden. The other option is to find someone that is large enough to carry a 200-pound man, or... I don't know who would have the strength to do that.
It's a little different for me because I'm not a 200-pound man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like I would go with the pig, and I feel like I can get some saddlebags for that pig, and I feel like Clarence the pig would be able to take me around the mall, and as I bought things, I could just toss them on Clarence and
put them in that pig saddles.
We'd be good to go.
Put your shopping goods in your pig saddles.
Imagine if you went to Walmart and instead of getting a shopping cart, you got a pig that had
saddlebags.
Got a pig that had saddlebags on it. And as you walked around the store, you just put your goods on your pig, your shopping pig.
Yeah. I feel like
that'd be so great.
I feel like pig also.
And then they would have to have like a little trough area for the pigs to like eat. Then they'd have someone that walks around the store and just like scoops up, you know, their stuff.
Their stuff.
That'd be so good. There'd be pigs. There'd be pigs just everywhere. Just walking around everywhere.
It's just like a common mode
Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 17. Clean up on aisle 31.
No.
Or imagine if when you walk, it sounds so bad. You walked into Walmart, just like some dude just comes over and is like, I'm here to take your bags for you. He's walking around the store with you and he or she, they just hold all your stuff for you.
Like piggyback ride style?
Oh, man. That'd be so funny.
I don't know.
Oh, I feel like we need to move on.
This is a weird question.
I just took that somewhere it didn't need to go, and that's okay.
What about these ones? Are these just questions?
You want to move to here?
I don't know what the difference is.
These are also questions, believe it or not.
They're all questions.
Are you ready?
No. Sure, go for it.
Would you rather eat snail mucus flavored ice cream or lick an ice cream pop made of swamp water?
Well, can we see what snail mucus tastes like? I'm looking that up.
I'm going to go ahead and answer this for you. I would rather eat snail mucus flavored ice cream. And here's why. Here's why.
Google AI took me somewhere I didn't need to go. Okay, go for it.
Go ahead and share it, Kayla.
I asked what it tastes like. What does snail mucus taste like? And this AI overview from Google says, before mating, snails and slugs will sniff and taste each other's mucus for hours. Some species of snails also fire mucus-coated love darts into their mates. To disable their sperm destroying abilities and allow fertilization. It didn't answer my question, but now you know something about snails you didn't know before.
That's more about snails than I wanted to know.
Oh gosh. This says snails taste like whatever sauce they're cooked in. Does their mucus taste like that?
If you're licking an ice pop that's made of swamp water, it's literally made of swamp water, which is disgusting.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're eating snail or ice cream that's flavored like snail mucus, you're still eating ice cream.
Yeah.
So like regardless, you're not eating snail mucus. It's just flavored like it. So you're eating just really crappy ice cream.
I feel like that's a loophole I hadn't thought of.
All about the loopholes.
I was gonna go with the ice cream anyway, because like bacteria in swamp water, I don't want to deal with that. But I hadn't thought about the fact that it could just be like snail mucus flavor and not actual snail mucus. That definitely 100% snail mucus ice cream.
I think we're in flavored ice cream.
Flavored ice cream.
I think we're in agreement on that. Would you rather be a well-known regular at a dive bar or at a diner?
A diner?
Is that a word?
Can
we define what a dive bar is? A diner would be like Applebee's or something. What is a dive bar?
A diner is not Applebee's. A diner is like some random
Red
person. Robin. No. You can't. Diners are like smaller and like the same people go there all the time. And the food is.
Denny's says it's a diner.
Denny's, I would consider Denny's a diner.
Closer? Okay.
However, it's pushing it because it's a chain.
What's a dive bar?
A dive bar is like kind of a sketchy bar.
Is it?
I mean, I think so.
Look it up.
I don't go to many dive bars.
Look it up.
A dive bar is typically a small, unglamorous, eclectic, old-style drinking establishment with inexpensive drinks. It may feature dim lighting, shabby or dated decor, neon beer signs.
Neon beer signs.
Neon beer signs. Sorry, Wikipedia was loading, so...
So basically we're talking like Cheers, but a little not quite that nice.
This says a dive bar is where you order a gin and tonic and instead get gin and soda water and nobody says anything about it or cares. I mean, I feel like I'd like the people in a dive bar, but definitely a diner because I like pie.
I'm going to go with diner too.
You like pie too?
I mean, honestly.
Pie and ice cream?
I have a confession. Confession time.
Let us hear it.
There is a restaurant where people know my name.
That's true. It's not a diner.
And that restaurant is Taco Bell. When I order my 5-layer burrito with onions and red sauce, they know it's for Dave.
Absolutely. Our kid thinks that you're famous there, so that's fun. She goes in, she'll be like, my dad, Dave.
And I got to be honest, they do know me. They'll be like, yeah, we know Dave.
Oh, yeah, that guy. You know, tall, bald.
I like Taco Bell, and I cannot lie.
Maybe I would be the dive bar because they know me at a few coffee joints.
They know you at some coffee joints.
Non-alcoholic drinks, though.
It's Kayla again. We got to get her a drink.
Kayla. Okay, would you rather A, date someone who takes a long time to get ready, or B, someone who never puts any effort into how they look? It's funny because we're married.
Wow.
He takes forever to get ready.
Right.
It's all that hair product you use.
Yeah. So you're the one who takes a while to get ready.
Sometimes, yeah.
You take typically 4 times as long as me. You know that's true.
Yeah, because all you do is put on clothes. You're dressed. Magic.
I do put on clothes.
And then you look good, and then you're done.
I gotta admit, I don't put on makeup.
Yeah, you don't do your hair.
I shave my head about 1 to 2 times a week.
But you don't do that before we're getting ready to go somewhere. So
No.
This was a cheating question. I don't know how.
I mean, how am I supposed to change? I can't change my answer and say someone who never puts any effort into how they look.
Sometimes I don't. You're accurate.
That's true.
I wasn't going to say anything, but now that I brought it up.
Oh, man. What is a long time to get ready?
I don't know because I don't take a long time to get ready.
I'm gonna go ahead and step out on a limb that's gonna break on me and say your mother takes a long time to get ready.
Yeah, that's accurate. She's like, I'm gonna get ready to go, and then I'm like, when you gonna be here? Because it's been an hour and a half, and I've heard no word about you leaving. Yeah, she does take a long time.
She has taken 3 hours before to get ready to go. 3 hours. And if it was her taking 3 hours to get ready to go, or just throwing on some clothes and walking out the door looking like how she woke up, I would prefer her looking how she woke up.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's fair. It's a good thing you're not dating my mom.
Thank God. That'd be awkward on many levels.
Okay, I want to read this next one. Oh, we were these people for a little while. That's okay. Would you rather A, have a neighbor whose house is always under construction, or B, a neighbor who throws a huge party every Saturday night? Do we get invited to the party? Because, if I can go to the party, probably B. Are you thinking about your words again?
I am thinking. For some of you, this may not be worth thinking about. To me, it is. Would I rather have a neighbor whose house is always under construction? Here's the downside about that: is if it's always under construction, here's the two options on their house always being under construction. If it's always under construction, they're probably not actually working on it very much, because if they were, they would get it done.
What if things just perpetually break because it's would you rather world?
Would you rather world? If I was hearing chop saws every single day, get out of town. No,
I'd get old real fast.
Whereas if it's only every Saturday night that I'm hearing some bumping music, I'm going with the music. I got triple pane windows. We can rock that. It's fine. Okay. My neighbors, They're more than 50 feet away from me. They're, 150 feet to the next house.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm
going with the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if I get invited,
I might invite myself.
I mean, if it's every Saturday, I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Where's the invite?
How do I get hooked up with that? Let's make this party happen.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're offended by me being autistic and bald, I apologize. I can't change that, though.
Would you rather, A, all of your manis and petties are done by kids you babysit, or B, all massages are done by kids jumping up and down on your back? That's easy.
All mani-pedis, is that so that we're talking manicures and pedicures are done by kids you babysit, or all massages done by kids jumping up and down your back? I'm guessing they meant to say up and down on your back.
Yeah, probably. That's how I read it anyway.
What was your answer? The mani-pedi?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I already let kids paint my nails, and I don't go get mani-pedis, so.
Hey, I'll take a free mani-pedi.
Yeah, why not?
And
I guess it depends on how detailed those mani-pedis are. However, it would hurt to have children jumping on your back.
I've had them jump on my back, and it's not very comfortable.
It's not a good time. It's not fun.
We're going to take this a step further.
Okay.
Would you rather give a pig a mani-pedi or give a pig a massage?
Give a pig a massage.
You'd rather give a pig a massage?
Yeah.
What if it was a potbelly pig named Ginger that weighed 30 pounds?
Yeah. They like pets.
You'd prefer to give Ginger, the potbelly pig, a massage over a mani-pedi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to try holding on to the foot of a pig.
Dude.
In order to paint its little piggies.
I would love to paint the nails of a pig.
Sorry, I'm thinking on the practical level of like trying to hold a pig in place for an activity they don't want to be there for.
Ginger the pig is going to get a pedicure and have pink nails.
If Ginger the pig wants to be there, then that would be so adorable. Don't they have like...
Don't try to overthink this. Are you ready for the next one?
Sure.
Would you rather be attacked by one angry dog or have a sewer rat run up your pants?
A sewer rat?
As long as I can keep the sewer rat from going all the way up my pants.
Oh, is it running up inside your pants? I was just thinking outside your pants.
We have a picture here, and it appears in the picture the sewer rat is running inside of the pants in the picture.
I think I'm still going to go with the sewer rat regardless.
Sewer rat? I can go with the sewer rat. I've been bitten by dogs, and if a dog actually attacked me and didn't just like bite me once, it attacked me.
Yeah, it says angry dog.
I'm going to be injured.
Yeah, angry dog? No thanks.
I'm going to be injured. I don't want that. Nobody
that doesn't. That. Who wrote these cards?
Nobody wants that.
Who wrote these cards? I don't know if you're ready for this one.
Go ahead, Kayla.
Would you rather eat a gingerbread man that screams the whole time, or eat a gingerbread house as gingerbread men watch and weep about their home? That one's hilarious.
You find that funny? You find that funny? Eating a gingerbread man and he's screaming, stop eating me. And you're like,
not my gumdrop buttons.
You're eating him while he's screaming.
No, I think I'd eat his house, but the question is entertaining.
Regardless, either one, I'm like, this sounds horrible. And you think it's funny.
I mean, it's funnier than getting attacked by a dog. Maybe not for the gingerbread man.
Those poor gingerbread men. What happened to the gingerbread women? We don't know. Maybe they don't do construction, so they don't have a house. I don't know.
Maybe not. I do construction.
You do construction, but you're not a gingerbread man.
That's true.
I mean, obviously, I don't want to eat a gingerbread man while he's screaming the whole time.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Sounds horrifying. If you're going to eat a gingerbread man that's going to be screaming the whole time, I'm starting with the head. Once you eat the head, he's not screaming anymore. It's gone.
It's like from Shrek.
We're taking the head off, eating that head. He's not making any more noise while I'm eating the limbs and the body because his head's gone.
I just keep thinking of Shrek quotes. Sorry. Welcome to Duloc. Such a perfect town. You want me to sing the whole song?
Go ahead.
I don't remember it all.
All right. No.
Yeah, we have some rules. Let us lay them down. I think it's don't make waves, stay in line, and we'll get along fine. Duloc is a perfect place. Please stay off the grass, shine your shoes, wipe your face. Duloc is a perfect place. But also, not my gumdrop buttons. And then the whole Do You Know the Muffin Man scene is like gingerbread man getting eaten.
Yeah.
Which he's just like having a great time. He's fine, mostly.
Imagine if you had to eat the whole gingerbread house in one sitting. I don't know if you've ever eaten gingerbread.
Maybe it's soft gingerbread.
Soft gingerbread?
It's good.
What is that going to do to my insides? Eating an entire gingerbread house.
Is it a decorated gingerbread house? Do we have the gumdrops?
These guys were living in it.
Maybe they just got the outside built and they haven't had time to decorate.
Maybe they poop sprinkles. I don't know. They're gingerbread men.
I mean, maybe.
They're eating gumdrops or something, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe
what
not
they're
eating gumdrops. I don't know. They're
had-
not eating gingerbread. Oh, do you know what's demented? Gingerbread houses are made of gingerbread. Oh my God. That is so sick and twisted. That's a horror movie right there.
No.
Gingerbread houses are made of gingerbread men.
I could write that into a book.
That is
I
so
could sell
messed
it.
up.
So that book that I finished last night, I finished a book in an hour last night. It was only 60 pages. It was less than an hour, but the concept of it had like mermaids, Titanic, falling in love with someone that's dying, underwater castles. Like I was like, okay, this could be a thing. The book, like I said, 60 pages. It was like a $15 book.
Okay.
Somebody sent it to me, thankfully, because that's a lot of money for a 60-page book.
So you're thinking you can write a 60-page book.
But it was not good. Like, It was so bad. So if that person can write a 60-page book that's not good, the concept, so good, totally could have been worth it. The author didn't think anything out far enough to actually write a full book. And so that was sad. But I could write a gingerbread house where there's gingerbread story, where there's gingerbread houses because they're made out of the flesh of gingerbread men. I can do that. It'd be a terrifying book. And then sell it for $15.
You could, do you know what?
I can make money on that.
I feel like there's got to...
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't actually do that.
Hot take. I feel like there's a market out there for horror children's books that somebody would buy.
It's probably already been tapped. People have probably
You think
already...
that? I mean, obviously not marketed towards children.
Should I look?
Look it up. We're going to look it up.
I'm going to look on Amazon.
Is there a market for children's horror books that are made for adults? Children's horror books. Oh my God.
It's a search thing.
It's a search. Somebody's been typing this in already.
Tomb Guard. Mia's Vampires.
Okay, that's not that creepy.
Well, this one's like old school, but Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That one's been around forever. I didn't realize that I had read this, but
you know what?
I read this when I was a kid, and then Goosebumps books. But those are like older children. But like,
you're right. I mean, what is that?
This
one?
is Ghost Stories.
That had like a ghoul looking thing on it. Remember what I'm talking about?
Probably Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Oh my gosh, so creepy. And it was like,
I read a lot of Goosebumps.
Though that's messed up.
They were so good.
Do you like horror movies now?
No.
Okay.
But, I mean,
imagine if they remade Friday the 13th, but made it a children's book.
They probably have it as a children's book.
Man, I feel like those are some messed up kids that are.
Probably. I was trying to look.
Not read to them.
Because like Goosebumps and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, those are aged for kids that are probably 4th grade and up. I mean, I'm not seeing anything that's for like little kids. This is Little Golden Books Ghostbusters. Monster ABC. That doesn't look scary though.
No.
Goodnight Goon, based off of the Goodnight Moon book. Nevermore.
None of those are horror books. They're just like, oh, we're going to take some scary monsters and stick them into a book. If you had a book where they were literally murdering other gingerbread men, where like gingerbread men went, murdered other gingerbread men. Oh my gosh.
You can't say that word on TikTok. Murder? Yeah. They don't like murder or death. You got to say like, and then The gingerbread men were schmurdering.
I literally have one of my things
Schmurgering.
has that I literally put murder in the title of one of my TikToks. And it's doing well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't flag it for some reason.
I have not been shadow banned on TikTok.
Friend of mine got banned on TikTok just the other day.
Yeah.
When you do subscriber lives, you can't sing or like play music or anything. There can be no music.
What?
And so she was walking through a room that had music and they put a flag on it. And she went and jumped in her car with her phone and drove somewhere to go get her daughter from school or something. I don't know. She wasn't on her phone. It was just there because she had a goal to get to. So she just brought us with her.
Yeah.
But she wasn't watching us. And then they were like, you're in a car.
Oh my God.
And then it logged her out of her, she couldn't go live for like 24 hours.
24 hours.
It was tragic.
Man, not being able to go live for 24 hours for a TikToker, that's rough.
That goes live regularly.
That's rough. Yeah.
It was fine. Everything worked out. But don't play music in your subscriber lives. Makes them big mad.
Yeah, I believe it.
So be careful with those schmurder words.
So let's go ahead and rephrase this.
All right.
So you could write
a children's books about...
You could write a children's book about gingerbread men taking axes and hacking up other gingerbread men and then milling them to build a gingerbread house. See, that was way better than using the M word.
Mr. Shade says, well, the original Brothers Grimm stories are a lot more gruesome than the movies, which is very accurate.
So here's my question. Did they read the Brothers Grimm stories to young children?
Oh, absolutely.
Did they?
I'm sure.
I don't know.
Okay,
Some of those are brutal.
Most of my favorite stories growing up were messed up. And so at my doctor's office, when I was a kid, Mr. Shade says, well, they're from the UK and they did there.
All right.
So accurate. Yes.
My goodness.
But at my doctor's office, they had the Little Mermaid story and it was like so gruesome and brutal. I don't remember the whole story. I don't know if it was a Brothers Grimm story or not, but I would have my mom read that to me every single time we were at the doctor's office. And then when I was old enough to read it myself, I would just like read it on repeat by myself until it was time for our appointment. It was my favorite book. I loved it.
I had like nightmares from watching Time Bandit, which isn't even a scary movie. So, I only had like two of them, but I'm like, let's think, just if you think about the Little Mermaid and if you really process that, she's like some 16-year-old girl who abandons her family and gets married to basically some random foreigner prince. That whole story's messed up, man.
But Daddy, I love him.
Mr. Shade says, especially the Pied Piper is one of the worst ones, if I spelled that correctly.
I don't know how to spell it either. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fine.
It works. We knew what you were talking about.
I don't know the story of I honestly don't know a lot of the Brothers Grimm. I did watch. I know this sounds bad. All I remember is like, I watched the movie and it was like really scary. Oh, yeah. So, dude, no, there's this gingerbread man thing. It like comes out of like a
story is coming alive. It's happening.
I haven't watched the movie in like forever. It's called The Brothers Grimm. It like comes out of the well and it absorbs a kid or something or whatever, and then like takes the kid into the well, and the kid like turns into like this globby thing. Like I said, I haven't seen it in like 15 years, so I'm probably wrong on exactly how that happened. But no, totally. Like I was like, oh God, it's so scary.
Wait, what movie is that?
It's called The Brothers Grimm. The Brothers Grimm.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what their life was like, then I'm sure it was terrifying, and that's why they wrote their stories. And they're actually going. I don't think that's what it was.
They're like going around trying to capture. I think they're going around trying to like capture weird things. They're like monster hunters or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Wait, I feel like I've seen this.
It's like a below average movie. I need to read the books. I don't know if I feel like, if you like the Little Mermaid one, you might like the books. And I don't feel like I would want to. It's like I want to know, but Do I really want to have that in my memory?
So maybe I read them for you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the important parts.
Yeah, just don't read it to me as I'm falling asleep, please. It's going to like end up in my dreams.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I've had experiences where I've played when I was younger, played video games for so long that a specific video game that I would like go to sleep and like that would literally be my entire dream would be that video game.
Yeah, that's intense.
Do you have that happen with the books you read?
Sometimes. Okay. Not recently. I haven't had that happen, but I have had that happen before. Or where
Are you the main character when that happens in your dream? Do you take on the role of the main character?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't had it happen in a long time. But I will say that I'm super careful about certain content that I do read and watch, or like read and listen to as far as books are concerned, and also movies and things that I watch, because I get too emotionally involved on accident. And then I will find myself like angry or like just very emotionally engaged with what's happening. And then I'm like, I gotta cool it. I can't watch that. I can't read that book. I'm mad at my family and they didn't do anything.
You're mad at your family?
Yeah, it's happened.
Wow.
I mean, just like everything made me annoyed, and it was the fault of the book or the movie.
I was watching an anime the other day, and the part that I was about to start watching, and it was like right about the time I head to bed. And I was like, yeah, can I get one more episode in? It's like 23 minutes or something. But it was like the haunted forest, and it like showed this creepy tree. It was like a creepy tree.
Nope,
and I was
ain't got time for that.
I can't start that right now. I got to wait till daylight hours. So bad.
No.
All right.
No. Okay. I never answered the gingerbread one, but I think I'd eat the house.
You'd eat the house.
No, I don't know.
They're both twisted. Mr. Shade says, haha, well, I hope I am your first follower in the UK. I think you might be our first follower in the UK. Would you rather get a misinterpreted foreign symbol tattoo? A misinterpreted foreign symbol tattoo, or this is B, so you can put A or B. Would you rather get a tattoo of your ex's name?
Misinterpreted.
So either way, you're getting a I can't talk. Either way, you're getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm winning here because I don't have an ex. So
easy.
So I guess I only have one option is I'm getting a misinterpreted foreign symbol tattoo.
So
says Mr. Shade says, I'm Jewish myself, so we are forbidden from tattoos.
Loophole.
Dang it. Yeah, you went on technicality right there.
So how does that go as far as eating gingerbread men, though? I saw you never answered that question either.
I think they're kosher. I don't know.
I don't know.
So I've
got lots of questions for you now.
No.
I mean, earlier we were riding on pigs, which technically, like,
you could ride on a pig.
You're not eating the pig.
You're not eating a pig, so you could ride on a pig.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, so we'll rephrase this for people who can't get tattoos.
I mean, yeah, I can answer though.
Question: can you, as a Jewish individual, get a temporary tattoo?
Like a henna tattoo?
Is that? I mean, if we called it something other than a tattoo and called it, could you mark your body with a Sharpie for a week? Is that legal? I don't know if it's technically called legal. Is that permitted? Either way, you can feel free to answer that or not. It's okay. We'll move. So my question was, because I've seen T-shirts that are worn by foreigners. Either way, they wear shirts that have American phrases on them that say things that they don't realize they're saying.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a shirt that said something, let's say, said something that a lot of individuals maybe that live in your country knew what it said, that were from a foreign country, or have your ex's name on a T-shirt? So it'd be on a T-shirt either way. So something funny in a different language on your T-shirt that you thought said one thing. Oh, Mr. Shade says, oh, it's fine. I love when people ask questions about my faith. Not many people have met Jewish people. All right.
My tattoo on my back.
Oh, for the record, I have no tattoos.
I don't know how to count my tattoos. I have one tattoo on my foot.
Okay.
one tattoo on my back, and then it was covered because it was bad. It wasn't like the worst thing on the planet, but it was not done well. And I had a word in Greek and a word in Hebrew, and one of the words I think never got finished. And so it definitely did not.
So technically, you had a misinterpreted foreign word on your back.
I've already done that.
You've already done it. Might as well do it again. If
just let's go. Let's go. Why not? And I just stuck. I mean, I did not know that it was incorrect. Like, I didn't realize it until a long time later. And then I was like, wait a second, this is not finished. I don't look at my back very often. So.
And I can't read other languages other than a small amount of Spanish.
Yeah. So that was a good time. It's covered now.
Yeah.
I do not speak Greek or Hebrew. But, you know, I got it when I was 20 and it was fine. It was terrible. I hated it. It was awful.
It was a cool thing to do back then.
It would have been really great looking if it was done well, but it wasn't done well. It was done badly. I threw up, nearly passed out. The guy yelled at me. Someone made a joke about Puke Fest. It was a fun time. I got the outline done and then never went back. I was like, that was enough. And then I had someone else cover it.
That's brutal.
In 12 hours. It was it only 6 sessions? It felt like a lot more than 6 sessions. Just so you know, Mr. Shades, one of them was supposed to say virtuous and the other was supposed to say victorious, but victorious ended up being like, it was just weird. I think it said salvation, which was a weird thing to have tattooed on my back. So I covered that part up. I don't know what happened. It's good.
This one looks inappropriate.
It's a tree branch now. Okay, let's go.
Oh God, this is horrifying. This is like, we're just...
Another horror book.
We're just moving right into Brothers Grimm right here.
Yeah, this is good.
Would you rather have your face covered in bees?
Nope.
Or your privates covered in bees? And it says, and yes, you're getting stung. We'll pause for a moment. I have Mr. Shades commenting, I've seen worse tattooed on someone's back, LOL. I mean, that's honestly, yeah, that's not that bad. It's just not what she expected. And yeah, I've seen some pretty bad tattoos, but most of them are not in real life.
Yeah, and I think I've seen worse ones also, but maybe it would have been better if I had been able to go back for more sessions after that. But he didn't want to tattoo it the way that I wanted it tattooed, and so I think he just did it badly. It almost felt intentional.
Oh man.
And so it wasn't like the worst thing on the planet, but it definitely could have been better. And nobody could read it anyway. So, I mean, nobody that was looking at my back for the most part could read it anyway. So it's fine.
So would you rather have your face covered in bees and get stung, or have your privates covered in bees and you're getting stung?
Privates.
Okay. My brain...
I don't know that either is great.
My brain goes straight to like imagining getting stung by bees. I'm just going to say face. I don't really want to think about this. This is horrible.
I don't like bugs by my head anyway. So I cannot imagine having that many bees by my head, needless to say, stinging me at the same time.
Let's move on. This is scary.
The answer is neither. We're done. Mr. Shade says, bro, I've met someone that got a tattoo on his back in Hebrew. He thought it said, love my family. It actually said, I love men's privates. I won't finish the actual word.
So
that's messed up.
I'll read it.
Men's C.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
it actually said, I love men's C. You can finish the rest of that word. I feel sorry for the individual.
Did you get that tattoo covered up?
Where did you meet them?
It was also on his back too, man.
Yeah.
What's with these messed up Hebrew words on backs? You saw it. You had to be the one to tell him. You're like, that does not mean what you think that means.
Mr. Shade said, it was rough when I broke the news to him. Oh, man.
Poor guy. I feel bad for his family.
You know what? I'm going to say this. If he was Jewish, he shouldn't have got the tattoo, and maybe that was some karma or whatever you want to call it.
Was he Jewish?
Technically, if it was Jewish, maybe it's not karma. I don't know what you would call it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying if he was. That's what I'm saying.
Well, now I'm curious if he's Jewish or not.
Was he Jewish?
He said,
yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
You can read
Mr.
it.
Shade said, yeah, I met him in Israel, and no, he wasn't. If he was, he would be able to read it. I mean, I know some Jewish, well, I don't know some Jewish people. I know Jewish people on TikTok that are Jewish. People can be Jewish by blood without following the Jewish religion.
Okay. So they were Jewish by blood. They weren't like Jews by practice. Mr. Shade says, however, when I told him to his face, he was like, I've ended his entire career. Man.
His whole life is over. Oh,
that's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would feel that way too. Would you rather have bad luck in the kitchen or B, bad luck in the bedroom? I don't know what they're referring to here.
Like you lose, are you like losing
bad luck
a
in the
finger?
kitchen, they're losing a finger. I don't know what bad luck in the bedroom is, but
that means bedroom time is not pleasant.
I'm assuming that's what they mean. If it's a one-off thing, I don't really know. I feel
Is it just like permanent bad luck in both of those areas?
I don't know.
I don't want to keep losing body parts. I can tell you that much. Just like chop off a finger, chop off another finger.
Oh God.
That sounds bad. That sounds like in that situation, I would choose the bedroom, I guess.
I would choose the kitchen and have somebody else cook for me.
We're hiring a chef.
Mr. Shade says, I can't cook for anything, so I'm going to stick to being good in the bedroom. There you go. Yeah, have somebody else cook for you or order out.
All right.
Yeah.
That if we can hire someone for like to work in the kitchen, it's all about those loopholes, man. I'm not good at thinking of the loopholes.
My brain goes through all the loopholes. I'm like,
I'm like, these are the options. That's what I have to choose from.
Yeah.
No loopholes.
Yeah.
I just think about which of those, plain and simple, would be the better option.
Man.
Would you rather A, break your tooth while wearing braces, or B, have undestroyable misaligned teeth?
Would I rather break my teeth while wearing braces?
Just one tooth.
Well, would you rather break your tooth while wearing braces or have undestroyable misaligned teeth?
I'm going to go with A, break your teeth. Your singular tooth while wearing braces.
Here's my thought, though. If you have teeth, that's so rough. If you have teeth that are misaligned, I'm assuming they're saying you can never align them correctly, ever.
That's my assumption.
Yeah, toothache is the worst, for sure, man. I hate it. I mean, that's like borderline.
Oh, well, if they're undestroyable, though, you can't, like, get cavities.
Exactly.
Which is...
They just...
look wonky.
They look goofy. If they were as bad as they look in this picture, I would probably go with break your tooth because they can fix that these days.
Yeah.
But if you're talking, that's tough.
Well, it also depends. Like, it sucks really bad when you like injure your gums, and it doesn't say your gums aren't indestructible, and so like flossing and all that stuff is really good for your gums, but you can't always floss very well. You'd have to still like brush your teeth to take care of your gums. That is our show for today. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed.